Good morning, everyone. So regarding the third unit, we have seen the different methods, numerical methods of finding roots or solving or finding a solution, like bisection method, secant method, regular falsy method, iteration method, and Newton-Raphson method. So in addition to those, we have other two methods which are called iterative methods or indirect methods. So the first one is Jacobi's method. Jacobi's method. So here we solve a system of equations. We solve a system of equations and we obtain the solution. So the procedure goes on like this. So let us see the working rule here. Solve by Jacobi's method. Solve by Jacobi's method. So you will be given equations. 4x plus y plus 3z, 4x plus y plus 3z is equal to 17. Next, x plus 5y plus z is equal to 14. 2x minus y plus 8z is equal to 12. So you are given a system of equations. Now you have to apply. What did they ask? They asked you to solve by Jacobi's method. Method is specified. So now using calci, if you solve these equations, you will be knowing the solution. That is one hint. So you can't give answer as you like. So if you perform iterations, your iterations, they should converge to the actual solution. So if you find solution in calci, you will be knowing the exact solution. So whatever iterations you perform, your iteration value should be close to the exact solution. So that is not a difficult thing. But why we need these methods? Suppose you were given some 5 or 6 system of equations consisting of 5 or 6 equations. Calci will not help you. So you can feed these equations in a computer. So by applying this software or writing some program, you can get the values. So because of the availability of computers, numerical methods gained great importance. So now let us see the way of writing or applying Jacobi's method. So here you were given 3 equations. So let us call it as equation 1, this as 2 and this as 3. Or simply just leave it the given equations, no need to mention. Without mentioning, let us write, because we have to take the equations numbers. Let us straight away take the equation. So what is the important point here is, using equation 1, you must be able to write x or z. We can't write y, because these methods we should have the highest coefficient. What is the highest coefficient here? Coefficient of x is the highest coefficient. So from the first equation we have to write x. See the second equation. So you are not supposed to write x is equal to or z is equal to. From the second equation you have to write y is equal to. What is the highest coefficient? Y is having the highest coefficient. Using the third equation, you have to write z is equal to. What does Jacobi's method say? Using these 3 equations, you must write x is equal to in terms of y and z, y in terms of x and y, now x and z, z in terms of x and y. How you have to write will be decided by the coefficients of x, y, z. So from the given first equation, rewriting or from the above, so I will write this as equation 1. We have to write from the above. 1 implies, see how I will write, x is equal to 17 minus y minus 3z into 1 by 4. 1 by 4 into 17 minus y minus 3z. From the second equation, I will write y. 2 implies y is equal to 14 minus x minus z. So what is the coefficient of y? 5. So that comes to be 1 by 5. Next, from the third equation, what is that I have to write? Z. Z is equal to, just put the coefficient of 8 aside, just bring the remaining terms to the other side. 12 minus 2x plus y into 1 by, what is coefficient of z? 8. So this is the first step, either for Jacobi's or Gauss-Seidel. Next method is Gauss-Seidel. Even for Jacobi's or Gauss-Seidel method, this is the way to write equations. X is equal to y is equal to z. Remember, from this you are not supposed to write y. From this you are not supposed to write x or z. From this you are not supposed to write y. Even x also. Whatever is the highest coefficient, that should be written. X is equal to. So now we perform iterations on these equations. 4, 5, 6. Equations 4, 5, 6. So now what is the initial approximation? So first approximation. So for the first approximation in Jacobi's method, Jacobi, first approximation here. So first approximation is, put x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 0 in 4, 5 and 6. So for the first approximation, so we should have a table here. If you have table, so I will draw the table here. So let us divide this. If we have table here, it goes like this: iteration and variables. So for what values we have to solve this? For x, y and z. X, y, z. Iterations. First approximation. What is the value of x, y, z? Second approximation. Third approximation. Fourth approximation. Fifth approximation. Sixth approximation. Seventh approximation. So I will stop here. Or if we go for one more, eighth approximation. So in general, we stop with fourth approximation, but for your clarity, I am giving you those approximations. So in the first approximation, what is that we have? I have to put what are the variables y and z. I have to put y and z as 0. Then 4 implies x is equal to 17 by 4. Second equation, y is equal to 14 by 5. Z is equal to 12 by 8. This is Jacobi's method. So 12 by 8. So what is the answer we get here? So it is 4.25. So in the first approximation, x is 0, y is 0, z is 0. So now here that is initial approximation, or we can take first approximation as the values what we get now also. So now in the second approximation, means first approximation is 0, 0, 0. So we get second approximation. It is 4.25, 2.8 and 1.5. So I will write these values. 4.25. So at the bottom of the page or in the next page you can write 2.8, 1.5. Now for the third approximation. Third approximation. Wherever x, y, z values are there, you have to take these values. X, y, z values are to be taken as this. Put x is equal to 4.25, y is equal to 2.8, z is equal to 1.5 in 4, 5, 6. Therefore, so here we can write, this is second approximation. We can write second approximation. third approximation of x is equal to, look here, 1 by 4, 17 minus y. What is y? 2.8 minus 3z. Minus 3 into z is 1.5. So if you calculate it, it comes to be 2.425. 2.425. Next, you have to substitute third approximation of y. You have to substitute in this. Is equal to 1 by 15, 14 minus x. What is x? 4.25. What is z? 1.5. So if you calculate, this comes to be 1.65. Next, third approximation of z is equal to, look here, 1 by 8, 12 minus 2 into x. 2 into x value is 4.25. Next, plus y. Plus, what is y? 2.8. So if you calculate, this comes to be 0.7875. So now these values you will note down here. Third approximation we get 2.425, 1.65, 0.7875. Next, for the fourth approximation. Fourth approximation, put x is equal to, what is the value we got here? 2.425. Y is equal to 1.65 and z is equal to 0.7875. 7875. In where we have to substitute? In equation 4, 5 and 6. Therefore, fourth approximation of x is equal to 1 by 4 into 17 minus, what is our y? Here y is 1.65 minus 3 times z is 0.7875. So now you will get the value as 3.25. 3.25. So here we will note down 3.25. Next, fourth approximation of y. It is 1 by 5 into 14 minus x minus z. X is 2.425 minus z minus 0.7875. So this is equal to 2.16. 2.16. Similarly, fourth approximation of z is 1 by 8 into 12 minus, what is our x? 2 times x. X is 2.425 plus y. Y is 1.65. So what is the answer? It is 1.1. 1.1. So now we will note down these values. Y is the fourth approximation of y is 2.16. Fourth approximation z is 1.1. So we will continue. Next, for the fifth approximation, we will carry these values. So you will observe these values here. I am giving you the values. You refer 2.885, 1.93, 0.96. For the sixth approximation, 3.05, 2.03, 1.02. For the seventh approximation, 2.977, 1.986, 0.991. Next, for the eighth approximation, 3.010, 2.006, 0.999. So in general, if they don't mention the number of iterations, we stop with fourth iteration. Because the process is lengthy, we stop with fourth iteration. So now if you check your actual answer, if you solve these equations in Calc, so seeing the eighth approximation, you have to understand that x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2, z is equal to 1. So your answer should be nearer to 3. So means 2.999. Here your answer should be nearer to 2, maybe 1.999 or 2.0001 something. Here also z value should be nearer to 1, 0.999. It is almost equal to 1. If you substitute from calci, you can get, you can know the answer. What is x, y, z? If you put those values, x is 3, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 14 plus 3, 17. X is 3, 3 plus 10, 13, 13 plus 1, 14. 2 into 3, 6, minus 2, 4, 4 plus 8, 12. So how is the value converging? See the convergence 4.25, 2.42, 3.25. There is jump. It is fluctuating to the left and right. So it is converging. So this is Jacobi's method. Each time whatever are the values in the previous iteration, those will be taken in the next iteration. Values of xyz in third iteration will be values of xyz in obtaining values of xyz in fourth iteration. So this is how you check these iterations, verify your answers.